God. No, we the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge, coming out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohan. Here to show the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians that we are the true and biblical Jews that the Bible speaks of. Tonight is the Wednesday night biblical law class. We're going to the Bible and break down the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, and show the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians who they are, and that we must keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah. To all brothers. Yahweh Shema Hashem Yahshua to all the sisters. Tonight we're going to go in, man. What's the topic?
Celebrating holidays. Unique.
Celebrating the holidays. Celebrating the man-made holidays is hatred for God. God never gave us holidays, He gave us high holy days. And when you celebrate the holidays, you are breaking the commandments of the Most High. It's a commandment from the Most High for us not to celebrate these holidays. They are pagan holidays, man-made holidays. We need to understand that being the children of Israel, we are under the law. We can't do what these other nations do. We got some scriptures we're going to bring out today, man. We're going to show y'all, man, that the Most High is not playing about following these other nations. He hates for us to do that, and He gives us law, statutes, and commandments to keep not to do these things. So there's only one way you can love the Most High, and that's by keeping His law, statutes, and commandments. So if you break His commandments, you do not, and I repeat, you do not love the Most High. We need to understand that, man, the Christian church is our oppressor. Yeah, you know, sister. And they never taught us the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, but they taught us how to break them. That's why everything that God says for us to do that's in the Bible, America tells us to do otherwise. Because they want the children of Israel to break God's law. If you ever do some history and research on these holidays, man, you'll see that they are all pagan and they are all making us serve other gods. We are not supposed to serve other gods. Today is the so-called New Year's. It's not really the New Year's, but in America it's the New Year's. You know what I'm saying? But the New Year's is in springtime. You know what I'm saying? Today is supposed to be New Year's, and this is the worship of another god named Janus. We ain't gonna go into that, but we let you know it's worship of another god. What we'll go into is to show you that God hates for us to do that. You know what I'm saying? Let me get on Deuteronomy 32 and it's like Exodus 20 and 2.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God.
See what?
I am the Lord thy God.
There's only one God, and He is speaking to one nation of people, the children of Israel, black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. He's not talking to anybody else in the world. Read.
Which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
He is the God that saved us from Egypt back in the days of Pharaoh having us in captivity. And He is the same God that's going to save us from the white man today in the captivity of America. Read.
Verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
See what I'm saying? God said you should have no other God before Him. So when you're serving another God, what you ignorantly do and not without knowing, we don't want to research or study anything. We just want to follow the man. We just want to follow other people. We actually are serving other gods, and this is what the Most High is speaking of. We hate that. We hate for us to serve another God. Read that again. Yeah.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Go ahead, read 4.
Verse 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth.
Go ahead.
Verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them.
What?
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them.
And when you celebrate holidays, you are serving another God. This is a commandment that God said not to serve them. Read it again.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them.
Go ahead.
For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God.
He's what?
Am a jealous God.
God will kill you for serving these other gods, man. So realize the mistakes that we make in this world. Go ahead.
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
So you hate God when you serve New Year's, when you serve Christmas, Easter, Halloween, any of these man-made holidays. Because God never gave you that to serve. We are God's chosen people. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. We are not supposed to follow these other nations. Let me get Deuteronomy 32 and 21.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 21. They have moved me to jealousy.
So saying, how we do that? By serving these holidays, by worshiping other gods. This is what God is talking about. We made him jealous. He's pissed at us for doing this, man. Go ahead.
They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God.
So that what you serving is false gods. They are not gods, but you're worshiping another false god. You're worshiping false gods when you celebrate these wicked holidays that the white man set up for us to serve. All these things is the crafty counsel of the other nations to make the children of Israel go against their God, so that God would not be with them. This is why we're dying in the streets at a rapid rate, filling the jail cells up, the highest in the age rate. God is killing us for making these mistakes that we're making. This is why the scriptures say we are destroyed from a lack of knowledge, for a lack of knowledge. We need to understand what we're doing, man. We need to come to the truth. Join the classes, Isupk, under command of General Yohana, and learn how to serve God. Learn how to be a good child of the Most High instead of bringing him to jealousy. Go ahead.
Verse 13. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities. And I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation.
That's why we are on the bottom, and the white man and all the other nations are on top. Because God is paying us back. Us being the children of Israel, the world was made for us. The world was given to us. Everything in the world was belonging to us. But we forfeited that, man, when we serve other gods. We gave it away when we worship other gods and break these laws, statutes, and commandments that the Most High said not for us to break. This is what we're doing every time we follow America and these wicked nations and things that they love to do. When you smoking or getting high, you are breaking the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. And some of them things have to do with other gods. And we are getting punished for that. You know what I'm saying? And the foolish nation is on top of us right now. You know they're foolish because they don't have no love for nothing. They kill everything and destroy everything that they get their hands on. So for us to come back and take over this world, we must come back to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Drop that. Give me Judges 5 and 11.
Judges chapter 5, verse 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the place of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord.
No matter where we at, we're supposed to, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, we're supposed to rehearse the righteous acts of the Most High, not follow these other nations and their wickedness. We're supposed to follow the Most High and keep up the righteous acts that's in the Bible that He's telling us to do, man, not to break these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his villages in Israel.
Go ahead.
Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates.
So we're supposed to go down to the councils, learn these laws, statutes, and commandments, these righteous acts, and practice these things amongst our people. Never are we supposed to go and follow these other nations. They're leading us straight to hell with the Most High. This is why we're going through so much trauma in the world. Nothing not working right for us. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians are at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes down to doing good in life. We need to know why, and the Bible is letting us know. Jeremiah 10 and 2.
Jeremiah.
Ever since we came off them ships, man, we've been learning the ways of these other nations, man. We don't come back to keeping our laws, statutes, and commandments. We don't know our culture, our history. We don't know our God. We're not serving the Most High. We're serving everybody else's God, which is false gods. We're into everything but the right thing, and every religion that God never gave us. Nowhere in the Bible you will find that God gave us religion or holidays to serve. But He did give us laws, statutes, commandments, and how holy days to serve. We need to know what's right and wrong. Going to the Christian church will never show you what's right and wrong. They are of the white man, and they're telling you exactly what the white man wants you to know. And that's how to break the laws, statutes, and commandments. How to help him keep his position in the world. Got that?
God. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
What?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
When you celebrate these holidays, you learn the way of the heathen. Something that God told you not to do. These are the mistakes that we're making every day. This is why we're dying, suffering, the brokest in the hood. Nothing going right for us. Family strung out on drugs. These are punishments that the Most High is putting on us for following these other nations. Read it again.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
They worship the sun, moon, and stars, and all that. God tell you not to do that. You know what I mean? They worship a fat white man coming down the chimney. They worship a white Jesus. All that is false and made up from our oppressor. We need to know what's real in this world. We need to teach our children what's right in this world instead of teaching them a lie. Letting America raise our kids like we was raised. We need to let the Most High raise our kids by introducing our kids to the truth. You know what I'm saying? These laws, statutes, and commandments is the truth. And it will set you free, just as the Bible speaks of it.
Jeremiah 10:3. 10:2, man.
Read that again.
Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain.
Drop that. For the customs of the people are nothing. So you're following garbage, made up gods and made up holidays. They literally did that because they looked in the Bible saying God got high holy days. So they want to do anything that disrupt the righteous teaching of the Lord. They want to go against what God said. You need to learn that. It's in the same Bible that in your Christian church every day. How can you go to church and constantly let the preacher teach you the Bible without you reading it? If you go to church and you read these things, you should want to know what they mean. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't never heard the truth, you come to the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, and we'll give you the truth of these scriptures.
Good.
We'll show you what God means when he said, do not follow the customs of the people. You know what I'm saying? He don't want you to follow these other nations. He don't want you to follow holidays, New Year's. You know what I'm saying? Every brother I actually paid no mind to the New Year's. I didn't know what New Year's till I heard the guns go off last night. I didn't know now. I'm a damn New Year's. Heard it going off and then can't believe it. All I could do is laugh at it. Like, I can't believe I was, you know what I mean, into that lifestyle back in the day, you know what I mean?
God.
The water to the Most High, and it's truth. Raising us out of this hellhole that we in, man. Didn't even realize it. Let me get on Psalms 137, 5. It ain't hard to figure out what's right or wrong. All you have to do is study to show yourself approved like the Most High said. And you'll see that the world is wrong. Everything that the world do, man, is wrong. And the flesh love it. We've been brought up doing these things, man. We got to change our ways before the Most High kill us for disobeying his orders. Go ahead.
Psalm chapter 137, verse 5. If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning.
Your right hand is your power hand. God said, let me forget my power hand if I forget you. Really. You know what I'm saying? God will never forget us, man. He loves us. That's why he chose us. He don't forget nothing about us, man. He don't forget what these other nations did to us. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much they trick us into forgiving them, man, he don't forget. He don't forget them for what they done us. And he will pay back them for everything they did to us. All through the Bible, God is letting you know that he's going to get them for destroying us like they did, man. God is very angry at that, man. He's not letting these people go without payback. Go ahead.
Verse 6. If I do not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth.
So I'm saying the Most High, he's not playing about that. He will never forget you, Israel. Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. We need to realize how special we are. How special we are to God. How special it is to be God's chosen people. Go ahead.
If I prefer not Jerusalem above my chief joy.
He prefers us overall. He loves us that much, man. It's such a blessing to be a black man. No matter what you go through, If you read this Bible, man, you'll know exactly how special it is to be who you are. Okay, how much money you got, how bad things look. You are a special people to the Lord thy God. Matthew 10:5. Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 5. These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles.
And this is what he is telling us. The 12 tribes of Israel. Same exact thing. Go not the way of the Gentiles. Who's the Gentile?
Every non-Israelite nation.
All these nations are here, the Gentiles, man. And we don't supposed to go to the way of the Gentiles. We're supposed to go and follow these heathen nations, man. We're supposed to follow their holidays or their gods. Sleep with their women or their men. We are a special people, a holy people. And the word holy means separate. We're supposed to be separate from all other people in this world. We're supposed to do nothing like them. Go ahead.
Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not.
Go ahead.
But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Lost sheep of the house of Israel. Go to your own. Follow your own. Learn from your own. Do not serve these other gods dealing with these other nations. These scriptures is just letting you know how sick it is for you to follow these wicked holidays, man. God do not want us to follow these other people. We must know that we are a separate people from anybody else. We're not supposed to serve these holidays. This is why so many people died last night for New Year's Eve. And it's still going to die today. Body count will rise. You find people dead on holidays, all holidays. Because God do not want us to serve these holidays. We are being punished when we serve these holidays. You do not get away with breaking this law. We need to take our kids out of these churches and teach our kids the right way. You'd be better off reading the Bible to your kids yourself and letting the Christian church, let them go to Christian church. You need to go online and study every day but Sunday with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Learn this truth of your history, the way of life that God wants you to live, and learn how to keep these law, statutes, commandments, which ain't hard to keep. This is why the Most High said, my commandments aren't grievous. He's expecting you to do them because they're not hard. He's letting you know they're not hard. You're just so used to living a lie that you don't want to turn away from a lie that you've been brought up in. You don't want to stop serving Christmas, Thanksgiving, even though you know pagan holidays. and serve other gods, you still want to serve them. I know you don't heard, plenty of people don't heard the truth of the Most High, but ignore it. And when you do that, the Most High come down on you, man, with these plagues, man. This is why we're doing so bad in the earth. We need to learn how to serve God, the one and only God. God of Isaac, Jacob, Abraham. Stop serving a rock in a wooden cross, and a white man as if he is our God. How can you obey a police officer, yet not obey the Most High God? So, police officer tell you, break your neck, do what he wants you, or what he want. You need to understand, man, that the Most High God is more important than anything in this earth. We need to learn how to serve him. You know, Psalms 137:19.
God knows.
It's like, hold on. You know, man.
So like, and things good to show. Like, man, when we celebrate these holidays, man, people think that there ain't no harm being done, but when we celebrate these holidays, we die. As a nation, like, a lot of people died last night. Keeping these customs of these other nations. A lot of people, a lot of us died today on the first days, the so-called first day of the year, celebrating these holidays.
They think it's a coincidence when you lost another one. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna come.
Not knowing that the Most High killed, he make it alive, he heal what he won't. Every time we die, man, it's because the Most High killed us for something. We need to realize, we need to try to figure out what's going on. Christian church ain't teaching us that. I ask you, we can't hear, we teach it every night. You know what I'm saying? This is mistakes we're making. Not knowing what's going on. Keep on following behind these other nations. Let me get on Jeremiah 2:33. Let's see what we've been raised up breaking the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. When we find out that we're doing wrong, I'm saying we got some Christian church preachers that know these scriptures, man, that will still break the law because they worry about what people would think if they didn't do what the mass do, what the majority would do. I mean, when you come into the truth, man, everybody don't come into the truth with you. I mean, when God gives you this truth, it's a blessing that you learned this truth. Because He could have left you not knowing right from wrong. You could have stayed making the mistakes, and you could have been the one that died on New Year's. Your kid would have been the one that died on New Year's. You know what I'm saying? But He wake you up for a reason, man. We need to grasp and hold on tight to these laws, statutes, and commandments, and realize that how much of a blessing it is to know these things. You know what I'm saying? Evidently, we did something right for the Most High to open up the doors of the truth to you. So you should be happy that you're learning these scriptures, man. And try your best to follow them. Following these other nations is going to lead us to hell and to death. Got that?
Come on, God. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love?
Well, we trim our ways to seek love. You know what I'm saying? You ask people, you know, Christmas is a pagan holiday. Why you still serving? It's for the kids. I mean, we do it for the kids. I mean, you know, my girl, man, she ain't trying to hear this truth. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have to do it for her. I mean, so you rather have the world love you than the Most High. When you serve these Christmas holidays and they do all these wicked holidays and these things that the Most High tell you not to do, you hate God. You break any of His laws, statutes, and commandments, you hate God.
Right.
I mean, God tell you in the Bible, man, to love me is to keep my commandments. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me get that, man. Let me get on 1 John 5 and 3. Just to show you, man, that it ain't a game, that if you do not do what the Most High say, man, you hate God. He's letting you know it's only one way that you can love Him. And it's not doing what you want to do. Not you saying, He know my heart. You don't want to hear that. What He want to hear is you keep His laws, statutes, and commandments like He told you to. Got that?
Come on, God.
Yeah.
1 John chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments.
What?
That we keep His commandments.
From the top?
For this is the love of God.
This is the love of God. This is how you love God. Not by going to Sunday church. Not by buying dresses and big hats. Walking around with the biggest Bible. Opening your mouth saying you love God. Talking in fake tongues. Passing out and shaking up and down the aisle in your Christian church. But this is how you love God. The way God tell you to do it. No other way. Go ahead.
For this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments. And His commandments are not grievous.
Yeah, His commandments are not hard. This is the only way that you can love the Most High. So get out your mind that you love the Most High, but yet you can break His commandments and think it's okay. So the opposite of love is hate. And you hate the Most High when you break His laws, statutes, and commandments. Like that. Get out, go back down. Romans 6:23. Do we get?
Romans 6 and 33.
Romans 6:23.
Romans chapter 6, verse 23. For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life through Jesus Christ our Lord.
Hold on. Read that again.
Romans chapter 6, verse 23. For the wages of sin is death.
Sin is when you break the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. God tell you, the only way you love Him is by keeping His commandments. And they say the wages of sin, the payback for sinning against Him, payback for serving Christmas, payback for serving birthdays, all these wicked holidays that the Most High told you not to serve. God said, I hate your feast days. You hate these wicked holidays that we're serving. Read that again.
Romans chapter 6, verse 23. For the wages of sin is death.
The wages of sin is death. This is why we're dying. This is why every Christmas you see numbers go up in the death, especially on the children of Israel. We die. God punished us first for breaking His law, statutes, and commandments. The law was given to us, no other nation. Go ahead.
But the gift of God is eternal life through Jesus Christ our Lord.
What is the gift of God? Law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. That's the gift. You keep them, you will have eternal life. Not breaking God's law. So when Christian church tell you, when a white man tell you can be a homosexual, you know that God said it's abomination. You better choose wisely on what you do if you want life. This is why we are the highest in the AIDS rate. That's why we're the highest in every death in the streets. Because we are the first ones to be punished by the Most High. He didn't give the law, statutes, and commandments to no one else but us.
Romans 6 and 23. Good on time.
Read that one more time.
Romans chapter 6, verse 23. For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life through Jesus Christ our Lord.
This is what Christ came out for, man. To give us a second chance on keeping these law, statutes, and commandments. So we wouldn't die immediately breaking these law, statutes, and commandments. You understand what's going on. And why is it everything is against God? Because that's the only reason the white man has his power in the earth today. Because the children of Israel sin against God. Romans 7 and 6.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
He is talking to the children of Israel, all blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. He's not talking to these other nations. He's talking strictly to us. Go ahead.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Chose you, black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. Chose us to be a special people to himself. Go ahead.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above who?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So nobody else is equal to a black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. God has not chose nobody else but us to be his chosen people. Go ahead.
Verse 7. The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number than any other people. For ye were the fears of all people.
wasn't that you was the most people in the world. I mean, he did not choose for that reason. He chose you because he loves us. It's a blessing. He could have chose anybody else but us. But he chose the black Hispanic in us. And we are the ones that's on the bottom. It's common sense to realize that the Most High is not pleased with us. If he chose us, why wouldn't we be on top? Like a good father, he chastises his kids, man, and we are being punished for breaking his law, for not listening to our father. This is the reason we're doing bad. This is the reason we're filling up the ghettos, slums, starving, and jail cells, the most sick. Every time we break these laws out of everybody else, he chooses to deal with us first. So we need to realize what is love. Read that again.
We start at verse 7.
Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 7. The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number than any people, for ye were the fears of all people. Verse 8. But because the Lord loved you.
What?
Because the Lord loved you.
That's right. The Most High loves us, man. He don't love nobody else but us. God don't love everybody like the Christian church tell you. They would hope he loved them, but he don't. He loves black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. His chosen people. Go ahead.
And because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers,
a promise that he swore to our forefathers. Go ahead.
Hath the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen.
We were slaves back in the day. We were slaves in Pharaoh, and we were Pharaoh slaves in Egypt. So, we were slaves again by the white man in America. In the same way he saved us from Pharaoh, he plans to save us from the hands of the white man today. And they know it. So their job is to prolong that as much as they can by making us serve other gods. This is why they made holidays instead of making us serve high holy days. When they took that Bible from us, they made something contrary to anything God had in the Bible. They did not want us to serve that. You know what I mean? So they planned, they plotted, they schemed. How can we keep them serving, disrespecting that God? You know what I mean? So we're going to make them serve our gods. This is why they put the white face on Christ. This is why they whitewashed all the pictures of our ancestors to make us serve another God. So this is why they made high holy days when they looked in the Bible and saying God got slack. That's why they made holidays when they looked in the Bible and saw that God got high holy days. They purposely trying to make us sin. This is why they tell you that crab and pork and lobster is a delicacy in the world when it's an abomination to the Most High. God hated it. He don't want us to eat it or touch it. But they made it a delicacy. It's quite obvious what they're doing. All you have to do is realize it. Sit back and analyze what's going on. And you'll see that it's all trickery to make us go against God. That should let you know right there that God is real and true. Anytime our oppressor will want us to blatantly disrespect and go against the Most High word, something got to be up with that. You know what I mean? It's not hard to figure that out. Especially when you got the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge pointed out to you in every class. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we didn't know it back in the day, but now it's coming out. His word is being pushed all through the four corners of the world, man. We are waking up. You need to ask yourself which side you rather be on. What God you want to serve. Come on that.
From the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. Verse 9. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 9. Know therefore that the Lord thy God, he is God.
What?
Know therefore that the Lord thy God, he is God.
There's no other. Go ahead.
The faithful God,
Right.
which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations.
Saying, with them that love him, he keeps his commandments. So why would the white man make you break God's commandments? You gotta understand, man. This is the craft chasm that the Bible speaks of. Yeah.
Deuteronomy 7 and 9.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. And repayeth them that hate him to their face, to destroy them.
See what I'm saying? I told you, you hate God when you break his law, statutes, and commandments. He just told you in the later scripture, earlier scripture, that if you love him, you keep his commandments. So, read that. Yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 10. And repayeth them that hate him to their face.
This is why we're dying. Go ahead.
To destroy them.
What?
To destroy them.
This is why we're being destroyed. Dying, our kids are destroyed in the streets, man, when they go out there, man. That's why our brothers and sisters are destroyed. Mothers and fathers are destroyed on drugs when they go out there and break these laws, statutes, and commandments. God is not playing with us, man. We need to realize right from wrong. Stop living a lie that the white man will torture you, man. Stop teaching your kids about a false Santa Claus coming down the chimney bringing them gifts. When you're the one out there busting your ass every day on the job to take care of your kids. Tell them the truth. You know what I'm saying? Tell them that God is a black man, not a white man. Tell them God says serve on a Sabbath, not a Sunday. Why would you love living a lie when the truth is right here in the Bible, right in front of your face? Go ahead.
He will not be slack to him that hateth him.
You hate God when you break his commandments. He will not be slack to you. He will punish, he will kill, he will destroy, he will hurt. Pay you back for what you're doing. This is why we are going through this. God is not playing with us. God that's doing this to us, man. Punishing us like this, man. You want to stop living bad and living the worst in life, living your worst life, start doing what the Most High say do. All through the Bible, anybody that kept these laws, statutes, and commandments was blessed. Had a head of protection. Read the story of Job. How Job kept the commandments and he was blessed. Anybody that breaks these commandments will be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? It's all through the Bible. Go ahead.
He will repay he will repay him to his face.
He will repay you to your face. It's not a scared God. It's not at all smiley face, kissy God that you think the white man put in front of you. He's a man of war. I have no problem with dealing with you when you break his laws, statutes, and commandments. This is the same God that killed the whole world for breaking his law and saved 8 people to start over. He's nothing to be played with. It's like, you know, let's cut the hell It's easy to figure out what's going on, especially when it's right here in the Bible. The Bible is by blacks, Hispanic, and Indians, and for us. No other nation have anything else to do with this Bible. These laws, statutes, commandments that's in this Bible, these lessons that's in this Bible, it's a wake-up call to us when we're doing wrong. It's to show us how to get the blessings from the Most High. It's to show us how not to be punished from the Most High. You gotta stop loving lie, loving truth. It's not hard to figure this out. You gotta stop loving the white man and love God. testimony.
That was it on that.
What was that?
Verse 10. Read again.
11.
Verse 11. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 11. Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments.
What?
Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments.
All through the Bible, the Most High is stressing, keep these commandments. You know what I'm saying? He's warning us. I mean, he loves us that much. He's constantly telling you to keep the commandments. You know what I'm saying? You do not want to punish us. You do not want to kill us or your kids. I mean, he want to love us. I mean, but he cannot do it if we break his law, statutes, and commandments. If we're serving another God, it brings them to jealousy when we serve these other gods. You got to realize what we're doing to our Father. We're making him very angry. Just imagine you got a kid and he show you no love. This is what we do when we serve these other gods. Celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving and Easter, birthdays and all that trash that the white man put in our face to us to do, which is really a payday for him. Because every time we serve them, we go broke and they get rich. Everything is a scheme. This is the crafty counsel that the Bible talks about. In Psalms 83 and 3, right? Psalms 83 and 3.
Come on.
This is the crafty counsel. These are the plots of the other nations. How to destroy us and how to make them rich by our ignorance. Gotta wake up, man. Gotta know what God to serve and how to serve it. Read it again.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 11. Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments and the statutes and the judgments which I command thee this day to do them.
All through the Bible here, stressing that we do that. 12.
Verse 12. Wherefore it shall come to pass, if ye hearken to these judgments.
What?
If you hearken unto these judgments.
You listen. If you have an ear, if you love your Father and listen. Right?
And keep and do them.
And what?
And keep and do them.
Not break them. I mean, but keep them and do exactly what he said. Right?
That the Lord thy God shall keep unto thee the covenant and the mercy which he sware unto thy fathers.
That we will run this world, man. We will be on top. We wouldn't be on the bottom. But he can't give us that gift if we don't do what he said. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta realize what we're doing, man. We gotta realize the mistakes that we're making in the world. It ain't hard to see. It's plain to see. But,
Verse 13. And he will love thee and bless thee and multiply thee. He will also bless the fruit of thy womb and the fruit of thy land.
so he will bless your whole life if you keep his law, statutes, and commandments. Right there. Isaiah 40 and 15. It ain't hard to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. You just gotta give up some of these bad habits that we picked up in the world. That's all. Smoking cigarettes, bad habit. Smoking marijuana, using drugs to depress our feelings, man. To get us away from the problems that oppression bring on us, man. That's all we're doing, is trying to escape, trying to hide. You'll learn how to deal with these things that you're going through with the Most High's help. He will bless your life, man, if you keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Half of the things, or all the things that you're going through, will stop if you keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. Of course, we're going to be tested to see if we can keep strong, but you keep strong and accept the bad just like you accept the good when it comes. And keep his commandments, you know what I'm saying? Fight the fight. We got to know when Satan is working. He's working every day to break us, man. The minute you're in his truth, he is working on you extra hard. You know what I'm saying? To make you fall and go back to the worldly ways that you was carrying before you got into the truth. Same thing he said about Job, he said about us. He cursed to his face. You know what I mean? This is how he breaks us, man. He constantly throwing things at us to make us sin against the Most High. The minute you try to keep his truth, he's working double time to break you. At first he had to, he was already breaking the law, statutes, and commandments. When you come to the truth, it's going to get harder. The test is going to get harder. But you will overcome, because the Most High said he will never give you more than you can handle. So we got to be strong in this truth, man. We got to understand and see when Satan is working. Keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, like the Most High say, and surround ourselves around godly people, it'll be much easier. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from the worldly things and the people. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you can't go around them, but know when you go around them, you will be tested. You will be tested to keep these holidays, to get high, to eat. The things that the Most High said for us not to do. It will be right there in your face. When you're around godly people, everybody's trying to do the same thing that you're doing. So it's much easier for you to survive coming to Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge and staying in class. It's much easier for you to fight the wicked arrows of Satan. I mean, you got that?
Good, okay. Good.
Once again, the Most High loved the children of Israel so much that he chose us out the whole world of people, man. There's 18 nations of people in this world. God chose the blacks, Hispanic, Native Indians to be his chosen people, the ones he want to get the whole world to, everything to in the world. He loves us that much, he want to bless us that much for everything that he can give us. The only thing he asks is that we keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. That's a hell of a pay for such a small fight that we had to fight. We make it hard when we disobey the Most High and follow these other nations in their wicked ways. We start loving what they do. That's the hard part about it. You don't want to stop smoking weed. You don't want to stop stripping and chasing whores and, you know what I'm saying, having sex with people that we don't supposed to have sex with. We end up being just like the white man. We need to change our ways, man, go back to the real life that we was leading before we got to this wicked kingdom. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 40, verse 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket.
Well, see, the nations are as a drop of the bucket. Meaning you can have a bucket of water and a drop as you walk fall out of the bucket. You care nothing about that drop that falls out the bucket. It means nothing to you. This is what the Most High said these nations mean to him. Nothing. Go ahead.
And are counted as the small dust of the balance.
You weighing some dust on the scale. You weighing something on the scale and the dust fly off. It's nothing to you because it don't weigh nothing. It don't mean nothing. That's what the Most High is comparing these other nations to. Something that he cared nothing about. Go ahead.
Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing.
The Most High did not. Drop down to 17.
Verse 17. All nations before him are as nothing.
What?
All nations before him are as nothing.
What?
And they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity.
Vanity means nothing. So I'm saying he don't care about these other nations. So like the Christian church run around saying God loves everybody. It's a bald-faced lie. He do not love everybody. All through this Bible, he lets you know that he do not deal with these other nations. He don't love them. He think nothing of them. All he loves is Israel. When Christ come back, All Christ coming back for is the children of Israel. He's not coming back to save the whole world. What are you going to come back and save the white man for? What do you need to be saved for? He got everything, including us. So there ain't no way the Most High is going to change what he said. This is why he written in his Bible to let us know, that he loved nobody but us. That's a super special thing for us to be God's special love, Read that one time.
Isaiah chapter 40, verse 17. All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him as less than nothing and vanity.
Your second Esdras 6 and 54.
Second Esdras chapter 6, verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
So everybody come from Adam. Even the people that God chose come from Adam. Go ahead.
Verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
Who is he talking about? The children of Israel. God made the world for our sakes, not for everybody. His people. God made the world for his people. Go ahead.
Verse 56. As for the other people,
what?
As for the other people,
go ahead,
which also come up of Adam,
saying God made everybody, including the children of Israel. But now he is speaking of the other people that he made, the people that he did not choose. Read that again.
As for the other people,
as for the other nations, go ahead,
which also come of Adam,
come from Adam.
Thou hast said that they are nothing.
What?
Thou hast said that they are nothing.
But God loved everybody.
They are nothing, but be like unto spittle.
Spit. God said that they are nothing. And to be like spit. This is what the Most High think of these wicked nations out here, man. It's making the children of Israel sin against their chosen God. God do not love these other nations. He hate them. It's a beautiful thing for us to hear that again. Let me read that one more time, man.
Second Esdras, chapter 6, verse 56. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
And if you walk with a pail of water, and that little drop fall out, are you gonna stop for that drop? You try to pick it back up, or you're gonna keep on moving because you got what you need in the bucket. This is what God thinks about the other nations. Read 57.
Verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us.
This is what the white man did to us. He became a lord over us. We serve him and his holidays that are God and his high holy days. This is how he became a lord over us. He tricked us into believing and following him instead of to believing and following our God. This is why you go to church on Sunday instead of school on Saturday. This is why you serve Christmas instead of Hanukkah. Halloween and Thanksgiving instead of Passover. Feast of Unleavened Bread. You don't know nothing about the high holy days because the white man kept it from you in a Christian church that supposed to serve God. How can they keep something from you that's in the Bible? They're supposed to be teaching you the Bible. It is not of God. God is not in that church. That is a church in the house of Satan. Anyone? You ready?
Verse 57. That's it on I'm at the end of 57.
Read it again from 6-7.
Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing,
God called the white man and these other nations heathens. Right?
have begun to be lords over us and to devour us.
This is how they devour us. They're doing this to slaves. They brought us over here in the slave ships, devouring us, killing us like we are roaches, like we are nothing, like we are spittle. They treat us like God said He gonna do that. We're gonna get that back. We're gonna get that payback for everything they did to us, man. Our Most High God is not forgetting or forgiving the torture, rape, rob, and murder of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
And that's heavy because a lot of times you hear people say, like, if you point them or redirect them to the actual high holy days in the scriptures, they say that they are Jewish days.
Right.
You know, so it's like we give our culture and our heritage to imposters. And it's like not knowing that we are the true Jew.
Right.
Like these are the days we should be doing and celebrating, but
it's powerful you said that, man. We don't know we are the Jews. So we actually will serve and literally think that the white man is the real Jew. But he called himself Jewish because he know he is not the real Jew. Jewish, the ISH, changing to be like. It's like you got a shirt that's not quite black, but blackish. It's not black.
No.
It's almost something like, that's what they want to be. They want to be like, you know what I'm saying? So, they're not our people, man. You need to realize who are the real Jews. The real Jews are Israel, not the white man. The white man is a culture thief. He stole everything. He stole us. He stole our culture, our way of life, everything, our God. You need to realize who we're dealing with, man. This is the Bible, the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. The word devil means deceiver.
Right.
He deceives you to believe that he is the real Jew when you are black, Hispanic, Native Indians. You want that?
Lie, you let's only go to 58.
Yeah.
Second Ezra 6 and 58. Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 58. But we thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten.
I'll call it his firstborn. And everything God treat us so good, man. You hear this Bible, God love us, man. That's a special thing. Your head should stand up on your arm when you hear these scriptures, man. How much God cares for you, man. You should fall out in tears knowing that you've been disobeying God all your life, man. You come into this truth, man, you should feel real guilty and bad for the thing that you did, man. Really, you should have a heart-to-heart talk in your prayers with God, asking for forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? If you truly have any love in your heart. Go ahead.
Thy only begotten and thy fervent lover are given into their hands. Verse 59. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world?
Because we break God's law, statutes, and commandments. This is why we don't possess the world. This is why we ain't taking on our inheritance from the Most High. I would say, how long shall we endure? I'm saying, we're going to endure until we keep these law, statutes, and commandments. So Most High said He ready to give us what He promised. We got to realize, man, we are the ones that turned our back on God, not Him on us. He's just doing what He said He would do. He warned you what He would do in His Bible. Amen. Matthew 10:33. He warns you all through the Bible. So, like, hold on, let me Deuteronomy 28:15 first. He warns you all through the Bible. Slide, give me Deuteronomy 28:1 first. Hold that. What I tell you about the whole Matthew, give me Deuteronomy 28:1. He warns you all through this Bible that what will happen if you did what He said, and what will happen if you didn't do what He said.
Matt, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
It's going to happen. But if you hearken, if you listen to this word, read.
To observe and to do all His commandments.
To observe and to do all His commandments, not the ones that you like, not the ones that you want to accept, but all His commandments. This is the only way these things are going to happen. But if you do anything besides doing what He said do, you lose. Game over. So go ahead.
Which I command thee this day.
He commanded you this day that you hear these words, that you must do what He say do. Go ahead.
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
This is how we will be running the world. We will be above all nations on the earth if we hearken diligently to the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all His commandments, which He commanded this day. Any more?
That's it on verse 1.
All right. Drop down to 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
It's going to come a day. It's going to happen. Go ahead.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Do not listen to the voice of the Lord thy God. And do anything that He tell you not to do. This is what happens. Go ahead.
To observe to do all His commandments and His statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Your children will die in the streets. You will strung out on drugs. You will have AIDS. You will fill up the jail cells. You will be the sickest in the kingdom. These curses that God said will happen to us is happening to us because why? We broke these laws, statutes, commandments. We didn't hearken diligently to keep all His commandments and to do and observe all of them. We do what we want to do. We follow other nations, serve other gods, and bring our God to jealousy. And now He is punishing us. So now we are living a life of punishment instead of a life of royalty. You know what I'm saying? We're being punished. This is why we're in America right now and not in the land that we're supposed to be in. If we did hearken diligently into the voice of the Lord thy God, we would never have been in America. We would never seen America but to visit or take it over. You know what I'm saying? We would never be here in slavery, working 9 to 5 jobs, poor, still struggling, can't pay our bills, and living a life of drugs and addiction. This life that we live in America is a straight punishment from the Most High. Realize this, man. It's all in the Bible. All we have to do is read. Drop that. Go back to Matthew 10:33. It ain't hard to figure out. All we gotta do, like the Most High say, is to study, man. Study to show yourself approved. For those who have any problems with studying, you have classes, your brothers and sisters that will help you do anything that you need to be helped with. You will get this knowledge if you want it, man. you got to step first to the Lord. You got to make an effort to try to show the Most High that you love Him. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you need help in it, you will be helped. I want to come down and keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Brother told me today on the phone, man, out of clear blue sky, just told me first day, I ain't smoking no weed. You know what I'm saying? One of my brothers, man, let me know. Just me, just because he know that I broke that cycle too. I had to clean myself up. So he let me know, man, he doing it, man. I told him, man, don't be scared to ask the Most High. Pray. Don't be scared to ask the Most High for strength. You know what I mean? He'll give it to you, man. Just gotta be serious about it. Can't play no games with him, man. You gotta be serious, man. You gotta want it. So anything you need help with, I don't care how bad it is, how bad addiction is, you can get over it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ask the Most High for that help. You gotta do what the Most High say do. Where you at?
Matthew chapter 10, verse 33. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father, which is in heaven.
So you deny the Most High when you serve these holidays, man. Deny the Most High when you claim to be a Muslim. You claim to be any other thing that these other nations are, man. But who you are the children of Israel. You need to know that. Stop claiming to be something that you're not. Read it again.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 33. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father, which is in heaven.
It's powerful, man. We're not gonna want that. So we gonna want the Most High to notice us, especially in that day. Go ahead.
Verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
God is gonna kill when he come down here, man. He's not coming down here to be patting everybody on the back, loving, hug, kiss everybody, and forgive everybody for their wicked ways. He's coming out here with a sword. And the sword is to kill. Nothing else but that. Go ahead.
Verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
So the Most High is gonna make us go against each other, man. When we choose the truth, you're gonna go against everybody in your family when you choose the truth. Your family is not gonna try to do the same thing that you're doing. They're not gonna want to stop serving Christmas and birthdays and, you know what I'm saying, New Year's and all that. You're gonna see you on a call. You know what I'm saying? But your family is the family that do the will of the Most High. That is who your family is. Got that. You're on 1 John 5:3. Deuteronomy 21. Deuteronomy 21.
So
Hey,
we just did.
what's not there? Galatians 5:16.
Revelation. You said Revelation.
Galatians.
Galatians.
Galatians. I don't know why I was saying Galatians.
Galatians chapter 5, verse 16.
It's like when you serve the Most High, you must be in the spirit. And how you being in the spirit is by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. That is the spirit of the Most High. And the spirit of the Most High is given to every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. Go ahead.
Galatians chapter 5, verse 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
The lust of the flesh is what the world wants. The lust of the flesh is Christmas. All these wicked holidays. So everything that God wants, the flesh is the opposite. The flesh wants to sleep with whores and sleep with other men knowing you have a husband. Knowing this abomination of the Most High if you do that. So your flesh will make you die. Your flesh will kill you. It's out to kill you if you don't fight it, man. If you be weak enough, the flesh will take over and you will lose the battle of life. Read it again.
Galatians chapter 5, verse 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
Walk in the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. And you will not feel the lust of the flesh. Go ahead.
Verse 17. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh.
The spirit want to do right, but the flesh don't. The flesh make you smoke a cigarette knowing it said it'll kill you on the back of the cigarettes. The flesh lust as the death. It lusts to do what's wrong. You must fight the flesh. The flesh was born in sin, and it love it. It love to be high, knowing that it ain't good for you to kill you. Go ahead.
For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary, the one to the other.
They fight with each other. You know what I'm saying? And your mind, before you do something wrong, you always know you did something wrong. And your spirit will tell you not to do that, but your flesh will override that if you let it. And you will do what the flesh wants. This is how you gotta know when Satan is working in you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know when the Most High is working. You gotta know what side to choose, man. You always gotta fight that battle. It's a day-to-day fight, a minute-to-minute fight, second-to-second fight. Your whole life, endure to the end. Go ahead.
So that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
Read that part again.
So that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
And these are contrary.
And these are contrary one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
Your flesh wants to kill you. Your spirit is fighting against that, so you won't do the things of the flesh. The flesh is trying to save you, you know what I mean? You think it's your conscience. But you know right from wrong. It's the spirit of the Most High that don't want you to do wrong. Go ahead.
Verse 18. But if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law.
If you be led of the Spirit, you won't have to worry about the punishments of the law that will fall on you, man. You know what I mean? If you let your spirit lead you, you go in the way of the Spirit. You will not have to worry about the consequences of the law. You know what I'm saying? So we need to realize what we need to follow, what God we need to follow. I mean, and walk in the Spirit like the Most High tell us to do. So we will be protected by the Most High instead of punished. Proverbs 3-5. We trust and love the white man and their gods and their wicked ways of life. We're only supposed to trust in one, and that's the Most High. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart.
What?
Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding.
That's what I'm saying. You brought up believing and trusting in America and what America do. Now that you're grown, man, you realize that it's wrong. So don't lean to your own understanding. Lean to what the Most High teaches you in His Bible. He has given you life with His word. The life that He gives you is a promise that you will not die. You will live an eternal life by keeping His laws, statutes, and commandments. Most High love you that much that He gave you a gift to live forever. But we need to learn how to accept His gift and know that this is the only way to go. Go ahead.
Verse 6. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths.
Say it again.
In all thy ways acknowledge him, and
acknowledge Him in all your ways, no matter what you're doing. Acknowledge the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Before you do anything, think about the Most High and what He wants. Pick Him first. This is how you pick God first. Read.
and he shall direct thy paths.
And He shall direct your path. Everything will go right for you, man. If you acknowledge the Most High and do what He say do. This is what He means by keeping His laws, statutes, and commandments. In Deuteronomy. If you observe, you hearken diligently. You know acknowledge the Most High. Consider all His ways first. Make sure what you do is what He wants. Always think about Him, picking up first. Where you at?
Proverbs 3 and 8.
Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 8. It should be health to thy navel and marrow to thy bones.
That's what the body needs. It's a blessing for the body to observe and to do the Most High wants you to do. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Honor the Lord with thy substance, and with the first fruits of all thine increase.
Honor the Most High. Keep His word. Keep your love strong for the Most High by doing what He said. So drop that. Give me Joshua 24:15. All these are Most High is warning us to do what He said, man. It's not a game that you cannot just ignore the Most High and do what you want. Stop being so stubborn and losing the battle. You're stubborn when you do what you want to do. You don't got nothing for you. You don't got no gifts for you, no blessings for you, but yet you still do what you want to do. How stupid is that? You know what I mean? Do what the Most High say, man. So He can bless your life and put you on high above all nations. So you can come out of the ghettos and come off of drugs, and everything He tell you is to protect you. You know what I'm saying? What you telling you to do is to hurt you, because you listen to the flesh. Do what the Most High say and live. Go ahead.
Joshua chapter 24, verse 15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord,
What?
If it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord,
Go ahead.
choose you this day whom ye will serve. Whether the gods which your father served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell.
These other nations whose land we dwell in. You know what I'm saying? Powerful scripture, man. Read it again from the top.
And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord,
What you do? You listen to these Christian churches tell you're in a cult. How we in a cult when we doing exactly what the Most High say do? And you breaking laws of the Most High constantly every day without even a second thought. You are the one that is in a cult. Christians, Muslims, all you religious leaders and followers, you're the one that's in a cult. We keep the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. This is what everybody's supposed to be doing. That is a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. Read.
Choose you this day whom you will serve.
Choose what God you want to serve. This day that you hear these scriptures. The more, when you hear these scriptures, it's a curse and a blessing. You're not hearing these scriptures for nothing. The Most High is definitely putting them in your face on purpose to make you realize that your time is over. Now is the time to choose which side you want to be on. Read.
Whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the. But as for me and my house.
As for what?
But as for me and my house.
The Isupk, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commander General Yohana. My house.
We will serve the Lord.
We're going to serve the Lord. You can call us a cult. You can call us whatever you want to. But we're going to serve the Lord. And we're going to see who's wrong in the end. You know what I'm saying? Look at Deuteronomy 30 and 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 15. See, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil.
This day, he set before you life, which is these laws, statutes, and commandments, and the choice to serve other gods, to do what you want to do. That's death and evil. Go ahead.
Verse 16. In that I command thee this day to love the Lord thy God.
How do you love the Lord? By keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. No other way. Go ahead.
To walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments and his statutes and his judgments, that thou mayest live and multiply.
This is how you have a good life, man. This is how you have no worries. You will have had a protection on you from the Most High by doing these things, by just keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. And it ain't grievous. It ain't hard at all. Just gotta want to do it. Go ahead.
And the Lord thy God shall bless thee in the land whither thou goest to possess it.
Go ahead.
Verse 17. But if thy heart turn away so that thou wilt not hear.
Like we always do. We hear the word, we say we're going to do it. We love God, and then we turn backslide. We give up. Go back to smoking weed. Go back to selling drugs. Go back to freaking. Horn. We fall, man. Go ahead.
But shall be drawn away.
That's how you be drawn away. Going back to your old lifestyle. Once God gave you the law, statutes, and commandments, it showed you the right way to live. Go ahead.
And worship other gods and serve them.
Serving Christmas. Going back to serving Christmas. Pleasing your kids and your wives and your mother, grandmother, and grandfather. Worrying about the world over God. Go ahead.
I denounce unto you this day that ye shall surely perish.
You're going to die for that. God is not playing with you. He's going to kill you for that. It's written. Go ahead.
And that ye shall not prolong your days upon the land whither thou passest over Jordan to go to possess it.
You will die for disobeying the Most High. With that, we the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, coming out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana, here to show the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians that we are God's chosen people. And the way out of the hell is by keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. And with that, Shalom. I'm going to pass the class over to Officer, Precinct Officer 500, Lieutenant Bach, for security announcements. Shalom, Israel.
Security announcements. With the Isupk out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18:21 and Malachi 3, verse 8 through 10. Means 10th in Hebrew and is pronounced Mayasha. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give, upcoming holy convocations. The next high holy convocation we have is on May the 8th, which is Purim. Then we have April 9th is the Passover. If you're in Baltimore, just contact the captain or the number on the flyer that you received, and we can make arrangements for you. Remind Akim and Akwathim to check on social media such as isupk.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for Isupk events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then here's to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headband, or scarf. And with that, we're going to give a one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Michael Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat, Yahuwah, Sar, which means turn. Sisters, please stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shema, Hashem Yahweh. Yahuwah, class dismissed.